welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, things look a little different today. It's like we've gone back in time to the early 2000s, and the reason for that is I am filming something digitally today, but I thought I would go ahead and throw in a little bit of face cam, just, why not? But I only have the integrated webcam on my computer right now. I'm actually at my mom's house in my bedroom, so we will make do with what we have. Hopefully this is all right for you guys. We're here to see art anyway. So the video that I have for you today is actually one that people have asked me about a lot. I've had a lot of people ask me how I draw noses, which it took me so long to figure out how to draw noses, and I still feel like, I don't know, I still have a hard time with them sometimes, but people keep asking me about it. Apparently people like the way I draw noses, so hopefully this will be helpful for some of you. So if you want to learn how I draw noses, just keep watching. So when I draw a nose, basically the first thing I start with is an oval, and this is going to be the whole kind of base of the nose, like the nostril and the tip and all of that. And then I don't always do this, but you can do this, is set out where the bridge of the nose is going to be. So kind of draw a line so things are centered. You can kind of get this nice triangular shape going. This is basically the building blocks that I start with. And from there I start to add in the details. So I'm going to switch to a darker color, purple, and create a new layer. And I'm going to add in the nostrils. So I don't put the nostrils here, they don't go down on this line. They actually go a little bit inside the circle, and that's because under here, that's going to make that back flesh of the nostril where it meets the face. So I start out with the holes. So then we draw the edges of the nostril, and as you can see, they kind of follow the line of the oval, and they curl underneath those nostril kind of slits where the hole is in the nostril. I just said the word nostril a lot. All right, so once I have the nostrils in, you kind of want the tip of the nose, and I tend to do this in a couple different ways. So sometimes I will define the tip quite a bit by doing a kind of larger circle like this, and I will use this to kind of define the tip. But this is a little bit too defined for me personally. So what I like to do more often is, if we erase this guy, all the way down here doesn't really need to be defined. So I'll kind of define it up here where that circle would have continued. And then I use a very small little circle to kind of define where the very tip of the nose is, where that highlight would be hitting it. If you don't want the nose to look as bulbous or as buttony, whatever you want, you can just adjust this little line. So if it's curved more, the nose will look more round or big. If you slant it inwards, the nose will look more skinny. It just kind of depends on your personal preference. The other thing that I do quite frequently, although I don't always do it, is I will oftentimes do a little line right across the bridge of the nose like this. So the line across the nose, that's 100% stylistic. It's something that I saw in an artist that I really admired when I was younger, and I always really liked it, and it's just something that I've continued to do just to define where that part of the nose is, but it's in no way something you have to do. That's just something that I like to do. So, and then you can go in and kind of put in these little markings up here, so where your nose meets the eyebrow. And that's basically how I draw noses. I mean, I don't tend to connect down here. I actually tend to leave that open. Sometimes I will keep the faint circle in the background. I actually like to do that. So I think it gives it a little bit more dimension. So I'll kind of erase these guidelines, but I'll keep that kind of circle faded. So that's how I draw noses from the front, and I use a similar system when I'm drawing them from the side. So I will again start with my oval and then I kind of use a little line so I know which direction the nose is going. And in this, the bridge of the nose, sketching it out is a little bit more important. So this is kind of going to be a 3/4 view, kind of establishing where that is. And then again, you just go in with the nostril inside that circle. Make sure to keep it inside the circle. You can't really see the nostril on the other side, so the edge of the oval becomes the base of the nose, and the top becomes the top of the nose. Flick that up for the bridge, and then define the outer edge of the nostril. And this is one where I will use that line a little bit more liberally because I think it helps create definition between the pointy part of the nose and the bridge of the nose, but that's just personal preference. And then you can kind of go in and add a hint of that nostril on this peeking out the other side if you'd like to. You don't have to. And again, a little highlight on the tip if that's something you want to do. I don't think that drawing the highlight is as necessary when I'm drawing a 3/4 view or a side view. So that's how I draw the nose from 3/4. And again, side, very, very similar. So I start out with my oval, and then this time the bridge is going to be more of a, what is this kind of triangle called? A right angle. And then I define it in the same way. So I go in and I establish where the nostril is going to be, where the base of the nose is going to be. This one's got a pointy nose. And then we draw up the bridge like this and define the edge of the nostril. And I'm going to go ahead and throw that line in right there. And that's how I draw noses from the side. So as you can tell, the most important building blocks for the way that I draw noses is the oval and the bridge shape, and making sure that you put the nostril inside that oval shape. That's just creates kind of the style that I like. It's kind of more of a button nose style. But yeah, that is how I draw noses. I hope this was helpful. I don't know if I explained myself well. I hope I did. It's kind of hard to explain it because I just tend to draw. But let me know if you found this video helpful. I hope you guys liked it. If you did like this video, I do put out new videos every Friday. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye, guys!